Good morning. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. Again, we're going to go over May is Lupus Awareness Month. It's time to wear purple. It's funny, I have my weight loss caps. They're also purple. See? I take these before a meal. I'm just going to take one because I haven't had breakfast yet and I'm going to do it later. But basically you take two of these about 30 minutes before dinner or any meal, and it'll stop that food noise. So, you know. Do you drink water all day? I do. I'm drinking coffee right now. I've added this to my coffee. It's called Mind Over Matter. It helps with my brain fog. So raise your hand if you have lupus. What is lupus? Lupus is an autoimmune disease. It affects you systemically. I've shared some of my issues. I've had 2 recent strokes, or mini strokes. I'm from here. I was actually diagnosed in 1999. I'd had symptoms 10 years prior, but could not get diagnosed. So my symptoms vary that mimic MS, which is multiple sclerosis. So I'm like on that border because lupus can be just as bad as multiple sclerosis, depending on the individual. In my case, it affects my brain and my nervous system and everything else in my body that's going on. So when I was first diagnosed, I'd had a migraine for like a week. I've never, ever had a migraine in my life. And I didn't pass the neurological exam when I went to the doctor. And actually, that doctor didn't believe me either, thinking I was a hypochondriac because I kept coming in complaining of symptoms, but she didn't put 2 and 2 together. And then when I had my first stroke, she was very apologetic because I was sincere in I wasn't making up and trying to get attention. I was actually having symptoms. And then when I couldn't move the left side of my body, hello. I ended up in the hospital for a week that time. And for a year, I could not move my left side at all. I had to walk with a walker. I had a 2-story condo. I couldn't go up the stairs. I had to go on my butt to go up to my bedroom. And I had teenagers in home at the time. So still had to be a mom. Still had to get them to school and events. Very difficult, but I did it. So moving on, a year later, I finally went back to work and did that for a while. And then in 2004, I actually had another stroke in my brainstem. And that still shows, the scar tissue still shows from there. So what that means, when it hits your brainstem, you can't move from here down. And I mean, you lose everything. You're a baby. Same with learning how to go to the bathroom, going to walk, you eating, all that stuff. I was in an acute rehab facility for about 3 months until I got back. And then I had to reapply for my license because they reported me that I couldn't drive. So I had to go through all of that again. And at this time, I'm like 44 years old and still had teenagers at home. So, and being a single mom and no support, just very little. I did have some support, but not like I needed. So I was on my own. So, and then from there on, I had still had to work from the stressful of the job and raising teenagers to adulthood. My lupus would go in and out. So, or a roller coaster, I should say. I'm still having problems with connection. The brain says one thing, the mouth says another. So it's annoying. So anyways, as I was working full time, actually where I had to work 2 jobs to make it work, I would go and then it was like God took me by the neck and just stopped me and I couldn't move my body from here down. It would take me months to recover. So it's going on and off. So, and I wasn't trying to get out of work. I physically could not move, to be honest. So, and I know some people think otherwise. So, but anyways, and now recently, well, in 2019 is when I ended up having to retire because my adrenal gland shut down, and that even made my symptoms worse. So, and actually had to spend like 3 months in a nursing home getting rehab. Worst experience ever. That's why I'm home now. As much as they try to push me to go back, I will not go back. And I'm pretty independent anyways now. And I have somebody that comes helps me. And home health is now coming.